be seeing those reforms come into effect tomorrow. I have with me Mr. Alok Mehta, who is still with us, editorial director at India News. Sir, when we take a look at all of these announcements made by the Prime Minister, it comes when we have a situation like a surgical strike being announced. We have the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. So again, now ahead of the address at 5 p.m. today, what are the key points that the Prime Minister will be expected to touch upon? Is he obviously going to go into detail about this rollout of the GST 2.0?
Malvika, earlier also our guest also mentioned about it. He wanted to give a message to all over India, our common people, in the rural area, tribal area, people want to listen, give the self-confidence. What he will talk about that how even the remote area, the tribal people, if they are manufacturing something for some product like toys, even then how we can just market it. These kind of message he wants to give, that people should be more believe in themselves also. It's not just taking, and like in China, we have a big market and we are not dependent on the other markets. That's why people were worried, oh, our export will be decreased because of the tariff. And you see in GST, this message is for Indians, but you see the outside also. You see the African people, our Asian, even neighboring countries, Nepal, Bangladesh, these kinds of Maldives, Sri Lanka, because we also have a good trade relation with them. And the European Union. You see, these ultimately, if you want, in this case, certainly not for the common people, but even those countries, when we have a trade with those countries, and African countries, now we will have more export to those countries. I think that's why these kind of message will not only for India, but it's for all over the world. People watch what Prime Minister think, what is farsightedness. He talk about the 2047, 2047, the developed India. These kind of message, time to time he delivered in the G20 conference or the BRICS. So our European Union also, they are also very soon they are going to have a trade agreement with the European Union. Britain already signed it. So I think only United States, if they are creating some problem, but I think he is not going to mention about the United States or something, whatever they do, or even for talented people. You see the young people, if they are a employed a tactician or some, they will also have some relief by this GST. And the message of the self-reliance, how the small unit you can produce something, what you can do. Nowadays, people are talking investment, even you have 5 lakhs rupees, you can do something. Even you have 50 lakhs rupees, or you get some loan or some subsidies. Government also increasing this kind of subsidies also. So in number of sectors, people will get self-confidence, self-reliance, and for the future of India, for future of their family, future for the society. So this kind of message is very important for common people. Maybe it's not only discussion for the high level, even the businessmen, big companies, they also get benefit of this. That's why all over India, people welcome this. Nobody criticized and nobody complained. Only the political people, maybe opposition people, they say, okay, we want more. So there is no reply for this. But I think connecting with the common people of India, this is the right message and right time by the Prime Minister of India.
Well, of course. So I also have M.K. Agarwal, who is still with us on the broadcast. So when we take a look at all of these big announcements made by the Prime Minister previously, and as I said before, a lot of parallel developments also taking place. You have the United States tariff imposition as well. So do you expect the Prime Minister to focus on this GST rollout, or can we also expect further impetuses for example, something for exporters as well? As sources have also said that the Prime Minister is expected to push for this vocal for local call as well. So what are your views on that?
Malka, I believe that Prime Minister is coming today at 5 p.m. with a very big type of, announcement, in the sense that whatever economic strategy that we have adopted in India since 2014, that is being to be announced or discussed by the Prime Minister. And GST is a major economic reform. GST 1 was in the sense that one nation, one tax, and reducing the tax drastically. And in this GST reform 2.0, you'll find that 5% is probably the a dream rate, and this is the such rate that it is very difficult to negate it, or in the sense nobody would like to say that I am not going to pay 5% GST tax. So this way it will enhance the market accessibility of the poor and marginalized as well as middle class. So it will give a boost to the economy, and 18% is the upper cap now after slashing 28% slab. So I believe that this is again, it is the lowest tax, historically lowest tax regime in the country. And if you club with this direct taxes, that is income tax or even the corporate tax, you'll find India is now in a situation of claiming that we are in the very low or lowest tax regime now. Number one. Number two, Swadeshi current that Prime Minister has been underlining, promoting, and calling upon the people. This is going to be discussed a lot today afternoon, in the evening, by the Prime Minister, and this is the strategy that will give boost to our economy, because whatever the government wants, that our local forces, that is Indian forces, they come up in the form of Swadeshi current, so that our dependence in this turbulent situation of the global economy, we are capable to move forward towards Viksit Bharat by 2047. And believe me that Prime Minister will definitely ask the youth that they should come forward, as he asked when he announced part Viksit Bharat in 23, December 23. So he will ask the youth that you should come forward, take upon the responsibility to take the Indian economy forward with Indian model of inclusiveness, sustainability, as well as partnership, right? So this is the type of situation that Prime Minister is going to discuss, and he will definitely be hinting towards more such economic reforms that will boost our economic growth, participatory development, inclusiveness. So this is the strategy that Prime Minister is going to discuss, and this is towards Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Well, sir, I would request you to stay on with us. In fact, now Indian